Have you put your job search on hold because of the recent discouraging jobs report? Don't do it. Hey there. I'm so excited about the information that I'm sharing with you today. I know that the latest jobs report may have left you discouraged. Headlines screaming hiring freeze, wage stagnation, and fewer openings might have you second guessing your next move. But let me tell you something. This is not, and I repeat it, not the time for a pause. This is your cue to lean in harder. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly why this job market still holds opportunity, how you can possibly position yourself to take advantage of it, and what kind of mindset you need to cultivate your right now success and to turn rejection into redirection. So let's start. And what we're up against, let's admit it, there's a hidden opportunity. And so we are up against some challenges. But yes, even though the recent jobs report wasn't pretty, we're seeing slower than expected job growth, hiring hesitations, more layoffs, and more competition for fewer roles. So, for federal employees recently displaced by restructuring and rifts, it can feel like the deck is stacked against you. But here's the truth. Disruption creates openings. That's right. Companies are reevaluating, restructuring, and streamlining. So they need skilled, adaptable people to help them to navigate change. Also, know that your federal experience is valuable. Your leadership, compliance, and policy knowledge are deeply attractive to highly regulated industries like healthcare, tech, logistics, and finance. Less job seeker activity equals more opportunity. Many job seekers check out when the market gets tough. So that means less competition for you if you can stay in the game. Then let's talk about that needed mindset shift, because you know that you win the battle with your mindset, with that can-do spirit. So let's talk about it, because this is where the job search winners are made. Who are the people who succeed in tough markets like this? They're the ones who think differently. They work differently, and they show up differently. And how do they do so? Take a listen to some of these mindset shifts that you need to embrace to become one of those people who thinks differently and shows up differently. From scarcity to strategy. That's the first mindset. Instead of focusing on what's not available, get clear about what you want and target it relentlessly. Then, the second mindset is moving from panic to preparation. Someone once asked me in a meeting who is the best person for the job when we're interviewing. I said, the one who interviews best. And guess what? Who do you think interviews best? It's the best prepared candidate. That's who gets the job. That's who gets hired, period. So, build your story, master your resume, and prep for every interview like it's your dream job. I will tell you a short story that with my current organization, there was a manager in cybersecurity interviewing for a position on his team. He interviewed, I think, 3 or 4 people. 3 of the people had experience, prior professional experience in cybersecurity working for organizations. The 4th candidate did not have much prior cybersecurity experience working for an organization. But let me tell you what he did have. He had a bachelor's degree in music. He was working on his master's in cybersecurity, but he had just started working on his master's in cybersecurity. But what he did that was different and helped him to think differently and show up differently was because of his passion that he had found around cybersecurity. He built his own YouTube channel and website where he studied cybersecurity, and while he studied cybersecurity, he did videos teaching other people about cybersecurity, and he answered other people's questions about cybersecurity on his website and in professional online associations or groups, online professional groups. And so when he came for his interview, he was able to discuss cybersecurity and all of the different techniques and what have you in a way that the other three candidates who on paper looked to be stronger than him could not. And guess what? When I asked the manager, when I looked through the interview notes and everything for the interview process, I asked the manager, what made you select this candidate instead of some of the others who appear to have more experience? And he told me, Cynthia, I was blown away. He said, this young man who the committee and I have selected did so because he answered the questions completely. He was able to discuss cybersecurity concepts and processes in a way that the others who had the professional experience and the education, they could not. And this young man joined our organization, did an awesome job, and within a year, he was promoted to the next level. So how is that for an example of someone who moved from panic to preparation and won? So keep that in mind and let that encourage you as you may be seeking to make a transition into another career field. Then there's the mindset, the third one, that is from waiting to working. So this one is just that you can't wait for the market to get better. Make your move now. Apply, network, upskill, follow up. That's how you win the job. And that's how that young man who I told you the story about did. He upskilled and he networked. He was networking while he was answering those questions about cybersecurity in those online groups, online cybersecurity groups. And then he went for the job. He did not let that his seemingly lack of formal, traditional, I'll say, experience cause him to back away from applying for positions that he was interested in. Hey everybody, I'm just popping in to let you know that I have some free training coming up soon. I'm going to drop all of the details and in the description and the pinned comments of the video if you're watching the video. If you're reading, it'll be at the end of the content, the written content. I would love to see you there. And if you are a public sector employee who has been recently laid off or still fearing that your job may be impacted and you want to transition to the private sector, to a career in the private sector, you will absolutely love this. So don't miss the opportunity. Check out the details in the description at the bottom of the video or at the end of the written content if you're reading it as a blog. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the training real soon. Then let's take action while others are sleeping. While others are binge watching their favorite movies, you're building your future. So here are 5 things that you can do today to gain the job search edge. Audit your resume and tailor it for your private sector roles. Federal language does not translate well to corporate hiring managers. Make sure your skills read clearly and powerfully and have impact. Next, create your STAR stories, and that is the practice of responding to questions in the process that's called STAR, and STAR is an acronym for situation, task, action, and results. So use the STAR method to clearly describe your impact in interviews. It makes your answers so clear and relatable. Build your LinkedIn brand. Update your profile, share insights, connect with industry pros, and post weekly to boost visibility. Next, master your elevator pitch. And I call this your personal value pitch. If you can't explain what you do in 30 seconds, hiring managers won't remember you. So we'll get that right too. Then join a community like my Public-to-Private careers transition group. You don't have to figure this out alone. We guide you every step of the way from resume to offer. And I'll give you more information about that in the description of pinned comments of the video. So yes, amazing opportunities still exist. We need to clear up the fact that despite what you're hearing, great companies are still hiring. Industries like cybersecurity, AI, healthcare administration, logistics, and project management are absolutely booming. Mid-level professionals who can solve problems and lead change are also in high demand. Your skills, especially in compliance, operations, data, policy, and team leadership, are needed in the private sector. So don't believe the hype that nobody is hiring. The job market may have slowed down, but companies are hiring, and people are getting jobs every day. So can you. So let's think about the high cost of giving up. Now, I want to talk directly to those of you who are sitting on the sidelines and have put your job search on pause, and those who are labeled non-participants in the labor market. Here's what you're risking. Missed momentum. Just like with anything else, the longer you sit out, the harder it is to jump back in, and we all know that. Stalled skills. The job market is evolving fast, and we all know that AI is moving at warp speed, faster than the speed of light. When you stay out too long, your skills get stale, and these are the people who are going to be most impacted by AI. Shrinking confidence. Of course, every month without action chips away at your belief in your own value. Why? Because fear and self-doubt double down during these times. So you need to strengthen your job search muscles for this win. So don't let a discouraging report become your excuse to stay stuck. Take your power back and get your job. So what do you do next, you may ask? Or what do I do next, you may ask? Keep applying, but be strategic about it. Join career-focused communities that understand your federal background. Practice interviews weekly, even if you didn't have one lined up. Create a job search schedule and treat it like a job. And invest in your growth. Don't just job hunt. build your career or continue to build your new career. And if you want a structured plan, tools, and guidance, that's what my Public-to-Private Career Transitions Group was built for. We help federal employees and public servants confidently pivot into the private sector with clarity, coaching, and a roadmap that works. So in closing, here's my challenge to you. Drop a comment below and tell me one action that you're going to take this week to move your job search forward. Share this video with friends and colleagues who are discouraged and need just that push or that nudge to get back in the game. Let's lift each other's spirit and lift each other up. I hope that this video is doing that for you, that this content today is doing that for you. And then check out my Public-to-Private Career Transitions Group. If you want a trusted guide to navigating career transitions from someone who has worked both in the public and private sectors, I'm your girl with 32 years of HR experience, especially for those of you moving from federal service to private sector success. So I'm going to drop all of this information to my group and any upcoming training that I have coming up. I'm going to put that in the description of the video and in the pinned comments as well. I would love to see you there. I want to help you to not let this job market define your future. You've served, you've led, you've delivered. Now it's time to thrive in a career that values everything that you bring to the table. I believe in you, and I'll be right here to guide you. Let me know by leaving a comment and letting me know if this video has helped you in any way. And as I said, share it with others. And I look forward to seeing you in some of my training sessions and in my Public-to-Private Careers Transition Group. As always, career success to you. You got this.